Hello viewers, this is Rashmi, founder of Project UDAN, and welcome you to this channel of UDAN Change Management for All, Change Within People, Process and System. Like every time, my endeavor has always been to bring a new personality before you who can bring us in limelight with the current agenda, facing the mankind in terms of survival, fighting ahead for the bright future. Today, with me is none other than Mr.D.R.Chaudhary, a reputed senior official from the HRD department from a Govt. Of India undertaking, who has spared some valuable time with us in order to talk about COVID-19 scenario in India. So today, we are going to ask him the question pertaining to leadership in this COVID scenario. What are the preventive measures we need to take, how to fight the way out of the depressing scenario, and let's see what he has to share with us. So looking forward. Welcome Mr. Chaudhary to our channel UDAN, and thank you so much for sparing your valuable time with us. My first question, sir, to you is, in the current scenario, everyone is talking about centralized leadership. Maybe more focusing on the Prime Minister of the country, who has been doing a commendable job. But according to you, what are the different dimensions of leadership in COVID scenario, and how it can really help us to fight this situation in a better way in order to have the mankind win over this dreaded disease? Please guide us.
Thank you, Rashmi Ranjanji. It's a very pertinent question and it needs to be addressed because we are Indians and we should be proud of our nation, proud of all that nature and our country has given to us. Talking of leadership in the pandemic, in the year 2019, sometime in December, there was some talk about this pandemic, but nobody paid much heed on it. But as 2019 ended and 2020 began, it began to aggravate, and the numbers started increasing progressively. We took the cues from the Western world. We saw devastating scenario in the Western world. Death, death, death. Ventilators, face masks, everything. No success. Most advanced countries in the world having the best medical facilities, all scientific tools available to them, but no answer to COVID. When COVID aggravated in India, the Indian nation, the Indian government took to some sensitization efforts which must be understood in the larger context of our own learnings of the Indians, which have been embedded in our culture thousands of years back. But we are slowly forgetting them because we want to copy the West. We have seen the first sensitization was fire. Lighting a fire on everybody's balcony, a lamp. We thought that it was for nothing. Think of yourself. What are the 5 elements which make up your body? It is fire, earth, fire, water, air and space. Without fire, life is impossible. So you may see in all Hindu families, they burn a lamp in the morning and in the evening. And this is a positive gesture, a gesture of gratitude to the universe. Then there was the ringing of bells by all citizens, and there was a tremendous vibration. And life is vibration. There is nothing else. Indian classical music is based on vibrations. The vibrations activate many parts of your body. This fact is not known to most people. What is Indian classical music about? But if you delve deeper into the subject, you will find that this is the essence of Indian classical music. Secondly, most of our mantras are only vibrations. The Gayatri mantra is chanted all over the country and some parts of the world, because scientifically it has been shown that they activate many cells, many parts of the body, and most commonly you may have heard, when a man is dying, we chant the Mahamrityunjaya Jap. Why so? It is because it has got the power to rejuvenate and bring you back to life. These are embedded in our culture for time immemorial, but we have forgotten them. So we think that ringing of bells is just a fun and frolic. It is not fun and frolic. It is a right action to bring positivity in the environment. After that, we saw that there was lockdown. There was a sudden pain. What to do? Locked up in the house, can't go out. But it was essential. And lockdown, people criticized. But it was the very essence which paved the way that India did not have the devastating effect which the Western countries had on the COVID pandemic. Consider our population and consider the population of the West. The media never talks about parallel population. They only talk about picked up data and they flourish it around, confusing everybody. Whatever they have done, they have done. But our Indians have shown resilience, a quality of leadership never seen before. This is not a single man leadership, as people feel that Government of India is a single person entity. It is not. The nurses, the first line workers, the doctors, the sweepers, they all, like soldiers at the wartime, they were willing to give their life to save a life of another person. That is truly a heroic deed, and I think India government showered petals on them to honor the heroes. This time not the war heroes, but the heroes who saved the COVID lives, which would have not been possible if they had not given their full commitment, their empathy, and their compassion for the people who are on the verge of dying. Talking of leadership, leadership is always connected with visionary. In 2014-15, we had a number of schemes, Stand Up India, Make in India, etc., etc. We could not understand what it is all about. But all could be understood when we started in a very threatening situation. China knocking at our borders, pandemic at the full force, but Indians strong and sturdy at the LOC, not an inch given, not an inch taken. And COVID war inside the country was being managed seriously. The second thing that was happening, we were all talking of vaccination. When will it come? 2 years later, first trial, second trial, third trial, fourth trial. There were only 4 vaccines in the general knowledge of the people. That is the Pfizer vaccine, the Moderna, the Oxford vaccine, and the Sputnik B vaccine. There was no mention of Covaxin or Covishield, which was being silently manufactured by the Serum Institute at Pune. Today we are the world leaders in providing vaccines free of cost to other nations, maybe more than 100. And that is a thing to be proud about. Not only that, there was a survey taken as to which leader combated COVID the best in the world, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi got the highest marks, and most of the world leaders in the most advanced countries failed to get pass marks also. Is it not transformational? It is absolutely transformational. Joe Biden said a few days back, American Indians have taken over America. So there was a retort. Sir, what are you saying? Well, I am proud that my vice president is an Indian American. She writes for me, she speaks for me, and they are incredible Indians. So we are incredible Indians and leaders leading the nation. Leaders are not one, but all and everybody in every domain.
Great, sir.